True love often mirrors our deepest vulnerabilities, making pain an inevitable part of the journey. When someone loves deeply, they expose themselves to fear of loss, rejection, and inadequacy. Fear of losing someone can manifest as emotional distance, making love feel more like a push than a pull. Distance often isn't lack of love, but an overwhelming need to protect oneself from emotional devastation. When emotions run high, misunderstandings turn into hurtful words, even when love remains intact. Passion and pain are two sides of the same coin. Intense love can fuel equally intense reactions. People tend to hurt those closest to them because they know their deepest weaknesses and fears. Sometimes love makes us more sensitive, turning small conflicts into deeply personal wounds. Overprotection in love can suffocate, leading to unintentional emotional harm. Love challenges us to confront our insecurities, but not everyone is ready for that confrontation. Hurting someone you love can be a subconscious act of testing their loyalty or endurance. True love demands vulnerability, but vulnerability can feel like a dangerous gamble. Many express their love through actions, not words, and when misunderstood, this can feel like neglect. People lash out at those they love when they can't find the words to express their inner turmoil. Love exposes raw emotions, and sometimes those emotions come out as pain rather than affection. Emotional scars from past relationships can resurface, causing unintended pain in current ones. Those who love us the most often see us at our worst, bearing the brunt of our hidden frustrations. When love becomes overwhelming, retreating into hurtful behaviors can feel like the only escape. People often project their unresolved pain onto the ones they love, mistaking closeness for security. Unintentional hurt arises when we hold loved ones to impossible standards, expecting them to fill every void. Deep emotional bonds can trigger past wounds, causing pain unrelated to the present relationship. Love teaches us about forgiveness, but it also tests how much pain we can endure for someone we care about. Fear of abandonment can make people hurt those they love to create emotional distance before they are left. Sometimes, hurting someone you love is a defensive mechanism, protection from being hurt first. Love that runs deep often battles the ego, and the ego's need for control can lead to emotional harm. The intensity of love can amplify small issues, making minor disagreements feel like major betrayals. Being deeply in love sometimes means losing perspective, allowing emotions to overshadow logic. Hurtful actions in love are often cries for help, an attempt to communicate unspoken fears. People hurt the ones they love because they feel safe enough to be their truest, rawest selves. When love isn't communicated clearly, misunderstandings can become emotional wounds. The more we love, the higher the expectations, and unmet expectations often lead to pain. When someone loves you, they also fear disappointing you, and that fear can cause emotional withdrawal. People express their love differently, and mismatched love languages can feel like rejection. Deep connections stir up our darkest fears, which sometimes come out as hurtful behavior. And true love isn't about avoiding pain, but navigating through it without losing the connection. Those who love the most feel the most, making their actions unpredictable in emotionally charged moments. Unhealed trauma often finds its way into loving relationships, turning love into both a sanctuary and a battlefield. Forgiveness is the bridge between love and pain, but not everyone knows how to cross it. Love thrives on vulnerability, but vulnerability can feel dangerous, leading to emotional defense mechanisms. And the pain inflicted in love often comes from a place of fear rather than malice. Sometimes the person who loves you the most doesn't know how to show it, and their confusion causes pain. Hurting someone can be an unconscious way of testing whether they'll stay despite the pain. Love and hurt coexist because deep emotional investments make us susceptible to both joy and pain. The closer we are to someone, the more they see our flaws, and the more likely they are to touch our wounds. In love, hurt often comes from miscommunication rather than lack of affection. And the paradox of love is that those who mean the most to us also have the greatest power to hurt us. When love gets entangled with personal insecurities, pain is often the unintended result. The foundation of love is trust, and when trust is shaken, pain often fills the void. True love asks for patience because pain in love is not always a sign of failure, but growth. People who hurt you the most often care the most because your happiness deeply affects them.